Well, hello. Welcome to Saturday afternoon. BBA's not around. I just thought I'd throw a live just for the hell of it. And why not? It's Aids on the audit. Hello. A little bit of spookiness. We always seem to have a couple of people watching, which is fantastic. Not actually doing anything, just playing a little bit of music in the background for the time being. A little bit later on, I'm going to play some music from a very good friend of mine from over in Cape Cod. Why? Because I can. I hear you say that. Jade, good afternoon and welcome. We're getting closer and closer to Halloween, 31st of October. I wonder how many people are getting worried. Because Halloween is a spectacular time. It's a time not to be afraid. It's a time when people can go out, dress up, act like total monsters, and nobody cares. It's also a time when the wife can go out without makeup. Allegedly. I will throw a link out in a bit, maybe, maybe not. It's a boring afternoon. The rain's coming down in most places. I know some people have to go out, and they're avoiding this stream like the plague. I don't blame them. Not in the least. So, what's going on in the world? What do you want to talk about? I'm not expecting many of people from the US over here because they're either out at work or asleep. God knows some of them need their beauty sleep. And it is open season. It's time to have a pot at everybody and anybody. C for cat. Well, actually, C14. Absolutely nothing's up, my friend. All I wanted to do was to go live and have a bit of a giggle. Maybe talk about a few Purple Hearts, maybe not. You woke up to this. So you get when you live in the States this afternoon here, my friend. I wasn't expecting anyone. Yeah, the reason why I said Seafoot for cat is that I used to have a cat called Seafoot, and that's how he got his name, Seafoot cat. Well, her name. I don't know. I can't be your number one. You go on too many lives. You must have loads of lives to go on to. I just happen to be. It's a cat attack. Nice. Oh, the music's not too loud in the background. I did try to turn it down a touch, so it's more in the background. We're trying to get some background music that isn't copyrighted. Oh, tell me about it. It's bad news. I've got no bear. Oh, right. I'm your number one dude in the UK. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, this sort of music is supposed to be spooky. Personally, I just find it totally relaxing for this time of day, and it's different. Dangu, I thought you'd be at work, my friend. Or you could be and just not able to join. But if you want to come up, I'll be pinning the link shortly. We can have a giggle or laugh, a chat, see how you're doing. After all, we are fast approaching our favourite time of year, because I know you like Halloween. Hopefully, we'll get some legends in the house later. You never know. Anything can happen. We've got 2, 3 legends in here at the moment. Ah, you're at work. You got your earpiece in. Oh, well, that's okay. I won't say anything too funny. Thank you. Honest. Stangu is talking to people and trying to check what they want, etc., because he's in sort of customer service. You know, he welcomes everybody with a smile. Doesn't mean it, but he welcomes everybody. Afternoon, John. Thank you for dropping in. Welcome to a mad afternoon, hopefully. If anyone can play the piano and they want to come up, please do so. Oh, hang on, you can't. Got no link. Forgot about that. Okay. Well, on the odd chance somebody wants to come on up, please do so. It is safe. All are welcome, including you trolls, because the banner's not coming off. Because I can't advertise, you see. I'm not allowed to. Where this music is coming from, I'm borrowed it, so to speak. Well, that's if you can call it music. It's supposed to be scary. Don't know what's scary about it. Honest. It's the sort of music I have piped into the dungeon just to keep them souls company. I know it's not scary, CPT. It's supposed to be. Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. It says Halloween music. And somehow I don't think it is. But let's see if there's anything a little bit better. I don't know. Let's have a look. Try. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Everyone ready for the digital European currency?
Oh, Gordon Bennett, do you mind? We're not doing politics today.
No, it's not politics. This is money. This is finance. But don't worry, guys. Right. They're not going to get rid of cash just yet. They want to roll out the digital currency despite the pushback and the criticism, and they're telling us that it's, for now, it's not programmable. So don't worry about it. Well,
for now.
they might change their mind tomorrow. Yeah, but for now, it's not programmable, and it won't replace money. So they're trying to reassure everybody that it's not what the conspiracy theorists say it is. Don't believe them, people. Give up your cash.
Yeah, Anne-Marie's didn't have any nightmares.
No, that was good. We went down a rabbit hole last night.
Well, I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to play something that will really frighten people. This was caught a few years ago and was tamed, but let me pause this. It's a little bit more spooky-ish, and push that button, and then I can try and find it. We've already heard a version of this, so I'm hoping that we can get to it. I can play this one, and you'll understand.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my motors from his lab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. There was a graveyard smash. It caught on in the place. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle's east to my master's bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from our humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in the place.
Yes, Anne-Marie won the prize. 2 Nights with Hippie. That was done a few years ago, and it's one that he was really proud of. And I said that I would play it again, but I've got to pick the right time of year. It doesn't really go down well at Christmas, allegedly. But yeah,
Well, Monster
that was
Mash.
Monster Mash, my version of Hippie. And every time I actually play that, I end up with a copyright claim.
No way.
It doesn't, it's like, what? It's totally different. And then I realised where the copyright claim came from. And I go, oh, all right. Sorry, Hippie. No, I'm only joking. He doesn't do that. He's never done that. He's without a computer at the moment. So if he's still without a computer, in March, when I go over to see him, I'll take one over, take a laptop over, and I'll lend him that till I go back, which may happen or may not happen. Blackwatch, good day, or good evening, good afternoon. I keep forgetting where people actually hail from because I've got such a poor memory. It's the medication I take. Can't be helped, unfortunately. Anyway, Mellows, it's not like you to be awake during the day. Did you not have a late night?
No, I just had a bit of a crazy night.
Right, and you're still awake, so you've not had sleep.
No, I did get a little bit of a kid, but I'm back at it.
Well, I suppose. Yeah, no worries, pal. I say this is only a short live, so to speak. Really, just to say hello to everybody. Saw Bear earlier on his live. I popped over just to advertise. But believe it or not, most people are from outside of the UK who've joined. We've had Stango in here. We've had Anne-Marie in here. I'll come back to Anne-Marie because she's in her own country, Liverpool, allegedly. And we've got people from the States, Canada, and JD originally from Manchester, which again is a separate country. So she's emigrated. Swore she'd never go back. I've got a new page to build properly on website. I've got a new website to start working on as soon as I can. I'm not sure if you want to say something, C for T, but you know what you've already said. Hey, Greg. John is a troll, really? All trolls are welcome, especially at this time of year. You know. Oh, you off? Okie dokie. See you later, C for T. Thank you for outing somebody. I'll see you later, mate. Don't be offended, John. At the end of the day, it makes no difference to me. We all like trolls. Yes, you're right, Jade. I love them. I think they're great. I keep them in the dungeon. Oh, you don't deal with keyboard warriors. Okay, all right. Enough. Don't start being horrible in here. You leave your shit at the door, all's welcome. I just don't want any arguments today, not in the chat. I'll leave that for a super mod to deal with if you carry on. They'll time you out, you know.
Someone getting upset. Did I miss something?
Oh, someone's C for T's calling John a troll, and he's a keyboard warrior. It's obviously something which has gone on in the past between them, recent or even just recently. But they were okay last night. Oh, yep. And we've got Purple back in. How are you doing? And can I just say, Blackwatch, clearly somebody put too much starch in the feather duster. Yeah. I don't like Karen's being in. You know, and I'll say this: if it carries on, supermods, you're allowed to time them out. How long you time them out for? It just depends. I know there's a couple of supermods lurking. Yeah, I said hello to you, Purple. Bittersweet. The link's around if you do want to come up. It's fine. All I'm doing at the moment is playing some background so-called eerie music, but it doesn't seem to be, no matter what I try and do. The only song I played which could have frightened people was Hippie. He's a nice guy. So if you're not already subscribed to Hippie, go over to the Wandering Hippie, or just type in Wandering Hippie, and you'll get to his page. If one of the mods can find his page, please stick it in the chat. Go over there, make a comment on anything. He'll see it eventually, and just say hello. I mean, Mellows, I know you need a new computer, but yours is still working.
Sure.
I tell you what, it was good to see people asking about the forum last night. Although when you show things to people, you need to remember not everybody understands the word you're saying. You get very technical, Mellows.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
clearly
you, Anne
some
Marie. I
some
appreciate
did,
that.
right? Last night, I wasn't going to say this, especially on the live, but since you mentioned it and bring it up, I'd like to thank whoever it was who gave me some work to do last night when I should have been asleep. You know,
Oh,
thank you very much.
oh well,
Your
there you go.
constant
Yeah.
attacks keeps going. You know, thank you for your constant attacks on our servers and apps.
You're
It improves
joking.
our
Oh,
services
brilliant.
and helps me understand a little bit more about what makes you.
And Mellows starts to drop out.
So
Sounds to
good.
me as if, I mean, let's put it this way. You talked about making verbal attacks you're referring to, or are you referring to someone trying to be clever?
Oh, no, I'm talking about direct bot attacks, over 1,000 direct bot attacks yesterday. Some DDoS attempts. Cloudflare dealt with that. They were busy yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, let's put it this way. If you're thinking of trying to bring us down, think again. Because I'm a firm believer in security. Right? Hang on a second.
Maybe they're at my door, ready to arrest me for the memes I
Yeah, so we have a number of security layers on all of our servers. It's one of the things which I learned very early on, because some bright spark took the original Grim Reaper radioshow.com down through DOS attacks. We couldn't do anything with it. So we decided to put some extra security in. We did that. It went through that without any problems. And then we just put some more onion layers in. So, yeah, if you get through one, you're not going to get through the next or the next or the next. Yeah. Security layer 1, Sig Sauer. Okay. Pass. I found anyone using Outlook Office paid version. Skype is 100% free, and it's cool. You're right, it is. I've got a Skype account. I just can't. We used to use it, but I think we ended up wanting our own servers. That's the reasoning why. Hello, text guy. I'll get it right in a minute. How are you doing? I hope your little scrap in the chat is finished now. You know, get on with each other. Yeah, the thing is, Mellows and I laugh at these people who try and do what they do. Because if we need to, we'll put another 4 layers in, 5 layers in, make the onion even larger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to do that.
It does make things a little bit more complicated, complex. You know, it does make things a little bit more complex for us, a little bit more complicated, and a bit more expensive.
Well, that's not the issue, you know.
But it improves. I mean, all you're doing is you're helping us to improve. You know, you're finding little weaknesses, and you're helping us discover them and plug them in. You know, worst case scenario, you take us down and we rebuild. You know, what's the, you know, I got no problem, man. I've started from scratch more than 100 times without exaggerating. So if you want to carry on attacking me, you want to carry on doing whatever you want to do, you carry on, mate. You know, No skin off my nose. This is just another day for me. Right?
Do
Good luck
you
to you.
know who it was by any chance?
No, these people use like a. I mean, it seemed to me like it was a botnet attack. Clearly, to set up a botnet attack, you need quite a bit of resources for that. So whoever it was, not only knew what they were doing, had plenty of resources. So yeah, go
Well,
figure. Who would want to
okay.
attack us anyway?
Well, only those who are either jealous of what we're doing or they work for a state or the state.
Mm.
And they're employed to seek out people like us and try and keep us quiet. But we'll continue day in, day out, relentlessly, providing a platform for freedom of speech. You won't shut us down. But
I've
what
only
we
got one
can do
direction.
is- yeah, well, apart from going down, what you actually mean is up. You want to achieve
This is the
something.
beauty about it. When they attack someone like myself, right? There's nowhere for me to go but up, right? So you carry on attacking, right? You carry on doing your work. Do your worst, man. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do me a favor. That's what you're gonna do.
Anne-Marie, can you just check for me if you're able to remove someone's spanner? I'm not 100% certain if you can, but if you can do that if necessary. And if it continues, I'm sorry, as much as I don't like authorizing this, if you don't leave your shit at the door, right, your personal stuff, then you'll end up not coming back in. You know, be serious. Regardless of how we get on, I won't have crap unless I bring it. And occasionally I do, because I talk about people like Brother Tarangula, you know, but that's my decision. You know, afternoon show. You know, a little bit of music in the background, chatting with a few people, laying the law down if needed. Anne-Marie is enjoying herself. Money will not go while we still have a royal family. I firmly believe that unless they get dethroned, then I can imagine it. I can imagine it as digital currency. Well, while we got somebody sat on the WC, that's a water closet or toilet or throne. You need to have money in the UK. I mean, where else are you going to get to throw darts at the head of the king? Because of course it's a promissory note. It's not money. People just see it as money. You know. I haven't banned you. Oh, don't be like that. Nobody banned you. You might have been timed out for what you were saying, but you're not. But that's it. I mean, if it's hurt your feelings in any way, then I do apologise. You know. And I thought I was your number one dude in the UK. Anyway, was it ever money? No, it's not money. It's just what we call money. You know, it's because we can put some idiot's head on it. That's all. But please hop around, go and sub to other people. We've got good citizen media in. Good morning to you. He's woke up and he's found the Grim Reaper network on air. America had the gold and had the gold standard. Never. Let's agree to disagree on that, because the one thing that they have that we don't have is freedom. Freedom to do whatever we so wish, so long as it is lawful and falls within the US Constitution, of course. You know, one day we might get something similar, but yeah, when we lost to the Americans at the Boston Tea Party, etc., we didn't just give up land; we gave up any chance we had of being a free nation. Yeah, but that's the way it goes. Problem I got with America is they drive on the wrong side of the road. No wonder there's so many car crashes, especially when people are turning left. Be like us turning right, going across somebody's, under the carriageway. But I'm going to have fun when I go over, because I'm going to have to follow road markings and try and understand them, because they look like hieroglyphics to me on YouTube, on some of the channels I've been watching. They don't have freedom to do as they please, so please don't read the Constitution. Well, actually, they swear on oath to the Constitution, but they've probably never read it. So that'll be the reasoning why. But still, that is the way that it works. And there isn't anything called freedom of press.
I just watched
these days. Hello? Hang on a second. I think Mellows is trying to come through.
Right, mate. Can you hear me?
I heard him say, yeah, could hear you.
I watched a video earlier. Really funny. Well, not very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Ha. Funny is in weird is weird funny. But these five, there was no pavement, there was just an easement, and they arrested him, cuffed him up, and for the heinous crime
usual
of walking on a public easement. It reminded me of that Rowan Atkinson show,
Mr. Bean.
Sergeant
Mr.
Savvy,
Bean,
arrested the black guy for walking between the cracks of the pavement.
Oh, right, okay. What about? I saw one yesterday where there's a disabled bloke who got arrested for walking on the road, not on the easement, and he was using, one of these push along, help you walk things, trolleys. He's pushing one of them.
Strollers.
That's the word. Thank you. Pushing an adult stroller forward. And we.
I think it's the same video I just watched.
And there was a woman, his girlfriend, I think, with him, and the coppers in this particular town, well, they steal everything. The corporate stealers. What's that you put in there, John? Let's have a gander.
Cool.
We call people that turning left NASCAR drivers. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because they only go in the circles, don't they? That makes perfect sense. I don't mind turning left or right.
Yeah.
It's just I've got to think in the opposite way. And then, just over a week or so later, I've got to drive, automatically back to the correct way of driving. The reason you drive on the left is historic deals that the right hand being the sword hand. Well, wouldn't that depend on whether you were left or right-handed? Or even ambidextrous? Because we've got a lot of ambidextrous drivers who just drive down the middle. Anne-Marie, what are you saying? If police swore the oath to the Queen, it's a king. Do they have to swear the oath again? Well, that's a question that they refuse to answer. But logically, they're not currently crown servants. Because I'm sure it actually says Queen and Country. Something like that. I'd have to check it out to see what they actually swear to. But I thought it was officer safety. Okay, so most of us were right-handed, a bit like now, I suppose. The oath changed when the Queen died. Yes, but that's the question is, did they have to retake it because they swore allegiance to the Queen, or to try and say that that's what Charlie is? I mean, at the end of the day, it's on your word, I suppose. John, you're full of interesting pieces of information to back up a statement, which I think is pretty good. Makes a change. You were a witch if you were left-handed. Well, my understanding is they put me in a ducking chair. Yes, I did say ducking chair. And I think if they survived, they were a witch. And if they drowned, they were innocent. So it was either death by water or death by fire. America, good afternoon, Outlaw, by the way. America used to use the left-hand side of the road until stagecoach robbery became common. They then changed it to the right-hand side, so the raids on the left-hand side right, to do with rifles on the right. Okay, fair enough. That makes perfect sense. Again, logical. But they don't have stagecoaches and whatnot. And the right hand middle finger gives you the biggest bird. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. What I like about having a group of people and chilling, relaxing, you can have a laugh. And you can put your right hand middle finger up to everybody equally. That way you can't be accused of being discriminative in any way. I find that any argument can be explained in very simple terms, usually, and most people will actually listen, but when you end up shouting at people, they don't. Oh, thank you, Anne Marie, for sending me that. I really do appreciate it. Now I know what the police actually solemnly swear to. Yeah. Um, and there's nothing in there to. Oh, yes, it does, to the Queen. To truly serve the Queen in office of constable. I think I might borrow that. That is amusing. I can't really show it, Anne Marie, but yeah, I'll sort that out another time. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. You wondered about BB-8. Why wonder about BB-8? British used a V for a third finger. Well, no, we still use one. The other one means something off, technically speaking. No, there is no BB-8 today. Oh, he's in the chat. He can come up anytime. I was going to say, BB-8 was, sort of said he may or may not be around. Yeah. Well, I know that's not you, Bear. We've got somebody who is trying to act like Bear. Hang on a second. Only the Brits who cannot spell 5. Oh, the American may understand what you're talking about. At least we know how to spell words like colour. And anything with an eyes on the end of it. Such as recognise. It's spelt with an S, not a Z. Okay, what's this you're saying, PK audits? I'm going as I have no data. I'll be back. You might see. You might be God lol. There's always that possibility. Now, John, I think you made that one up. Blackwatch, you definitely made that one up. Yeah, I saw that one. Thank you very much. So, it doesn't actually say Charles III, which I thought it might have done. Oh, well. I thought we were going to have one of those intelligent conversations. I just keep trying to read the chat because I'm not actually got it directly in front of me like an idiot. I should have moved it. Oh, right, Blackwatch. John made me do it. Well, who do you expect me to give 20 lashes to in the dungeon? Would that be you for doing it or for you alleging that John made you do it? Because no one can make you do it, allegedly. Tell you what, I might put you both in the dungeon for 30 seconds. So, what else do you want to talk about?
Sorry, bro. Just got back.
That's all right. I've moved the screen so I can actually read the chat now a little bit better.
Yeah. Can you not bring up the chat on the screen?
No, not on stream, not with StreamYards. I'd have to use something else like Restream or something.
Oh.
But the only reason why I've got the thing up is because the only reason why I've got this, I say, got this front image up. Apart from it being a nice scene, I'm playing somebody else's
Midjourney,
channel.
isn't it?
What is that?
Image.
Was yeah, it wasn't Midjourney. It was the other one. I've forgotten what that was. But yeah,
DALL-E.
it's similar. It's an AI
Have you used the
drawing.
DALL-E yet?
Sorry,
Have you used the DALL-E yet? DALL-E.
no.
I mean, most of them use DALL-E anyway. DALL-E is the OpenAI Microsoft-backed image creator.
Oh right, okay. Did you say Microsoft?
Microsoft owned and backed, yeah.
Okay, so who owns Microsoft?
Listen, he who must not be renamed.
Okay, so the guy you love so
Microsoft.
much owns Microsoft.
Yeah, the one with the soft,
you-
tiny, soft micro penis. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you're promoting one of his.
No, you put the image up. I'm just wondering if it was DALL-E that made it.
Yeah, but Microsoft AI, why are you promoting it?
Because I was just spitting shit.
Yeah, just asking.
I'm not the one that's got fucking the image across it. I'm not the one streaming their image. But there you go.
BlackRock owns Microsoft. Nah. His name
BlackRock
begins with a
owns
B.
everything, man. What's the matter with you?
He's allegedly the richest.
Yeah, I'll make it
frickin'
right there.
world.
If you look at the shareholders, if you look at the shareholders of Microsoft, you'll see BlackRock and Vanguard, of course.
Oh yeah. They won't have controlling interest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
I'll
They
pay
only
if you
this
want.
is where the money flows uphill, right? I mean, yeah. Bill Gates is obviously in someone else's pocket, even though he gives it the Billy Big Bollocks. He's got someone above him,
Oh yeah. Everybody.
someone that's pulling his strings.
Yep.
Yeah. They all have.
Spitfire.
Yeah, they all have. Elon
Thanks
Musk,
for coming in.
Mark Zuckerberg, all
Right.
of them.
Before I say anything else, we've now got an intelligent person turning up. And hopefully he'll say something.
Oh, brilliant.
So, intelligent person, are you there? He's so intelligent, he decided not to speak.
I know you're not talking to me, right?
No, I'm talking to the other intelligent person in the room.
Good afternoon.
That's what I was going to say. I know you're not talking to me.
Good afternoon, there.
What's going on?
Oh, you
Better
did
back
say
always. How you doing?
What's going on?
that.
Okay.
It's open season.
What does that mean?
Well, open
Yeah.
season. What do you think? Anything you want to say is allowed within terms of service.
No, really? I've just
Yeah.
been having the fucking best afternoon watching snakes eat snakes. and all try and keep themselves relevant. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, you haven't been watching BBC again? You haven't been watching the BBC again, have you?
No.
You haven't been watching the
YouTube.
BBC again, have you?
Although I reckon the BBC should they should actually employ Torb. That would be quite good. I mean, the manipulation is like fucking unreal. So, like, you know, it'd probably do well for the BBC, I reckon.
Well, I've missed that, by the way.
Oh, mate, it's been brilliant, honestly. If ever you wanted to sit and watch people, oh, it's just brilliant. It's epic. It's been brilliant. It's been fucking epic.
Well, you always like watching the houses fall in.
No, I don't actually. I'm much. That's not true. I'm all about lifting people up and the rest of it. But when I see bad people, bad things start coming round on bad people.
What's I'm saying?
It does make me fucking jolly. It does.
You know, that's what I always said to you. Eventually, you know, they get the comeuppance.
They just all eating
It
each other
happens to
now,
us
bro.
all.
It's
Yeah.
funny, right? When they're there, you know, when two people fall out, yeah, and they're like, right, I'm going to tell you all now something that you all didn't know, and this person done this, and then that person's going, yeah, but did you tell this person that you said this about them? And they're in the two arguing with each other. They're like blowing each other's secrets, and it's like it's just hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Fucking hilarious.
yeah. It's a true comedy show, that. You know, oh, there's things I could tell about such and such, but I won't because we're friends. But as soon as we're not,
I haven't really got nothing to open season. I haven't really got anything to say. Especially if it's within terms of service, I definitely have nothing to say.
well, for some reason we've had a couple of people arguing today, and I think I've lost a subscriber. Because I told them to, you know, leave it out, stop messing around. I didn't know whether they were playing or what, but there you go.
It's always going to happen, mate. People aren't always going to get on. It happens.
Earlier on, folks, I did type in the chat hello to everybody, including BBA.
Yes,
And that's without my fingers touching the keyboard. Verbal warfare with truth flung like a weapon. Never, Mr. Beckett. I must admit, though, I do think it's great when people start being truthful about each other.
Yeah, it's funny though when these are the exact people that sat there and spun narratives about people and created groups, divides, yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're all going at each other because they've got no one. They've literally targeted, victimized, persecuted, everybody, yeah, to the point where there's no one left now. There's no one left to target because you've targeted them all. You've spun narratives about them all. So all that you've got left now is to go
Put your own group up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'll end up with people following one side or the other. That's one of the reasons. One of the things I like about this environment is that, you know, everybody's welcome from any side. It makes no difference, you know.
Listen, I won't say we run the best lives in the world, right? But what I will definitely say is, I never anyone in here talking shit about each other, man. No one's in here digging each other out. No one's in here fucking pulling each other down. And that's just me being on it, like truthful. That is. You know, I've said a million times I'd rather have 30 people all in here picking each other up, fucking being kind to one another, yeah, and being positive and productive than 150, 200 people that are just there to watch the car crash. That's why they're there. If the car crash wasn't happening there, they wouldn't be there. They'd be somewhere else.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
And with a lot of the shit that I think I was involved in, that's a lot of the people that I've lost from my channel. Like people that go, "Oh, not as many come in your channel anymore." No, you're right, they don't. However, the good people that are there for the right reasons, they're still there.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
I mean,
do you know what I mean?
if you're thinking about numbers on a regular basis,
Talk shit about people.
this channel doesn't get high numbers, but it gets people in who get on with each other, you know, and as you say, a nice, well, respectful, you know, even when they deny, you know, turn around and say thanks, but no thanks. You know, I'm not really into subs.
And not here. I don't, again, not on about like us, but in general, like the sooner the people that sit and watch these car crashes realize that actually you're wasting your time on a load of people that are all out at the end of the day to manipulate you in some way or the other. Sooner they realize that, the sooner they're going to find themselves some good groups and some good people on YouTube, man. That ain't going to pull them down and stuff, you know?
Do us a favour, have a look what Outlaws put. I put it on the screen for you.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, but we appreciate that one.
And Anne-Marie confirms to Stangu, it's tough. Everybody go across and sub to Stangu because he doesn't want the subs. So we like to do the opposite and share our respect, and that is one way of doing it, whether they like it or not. It's to show respect to one another. So
is this streaming to Mello's channel?
I don't think it's streaming anywhere other than here. I didn't want to risk putting it on your channel as well.
No, I didn't connect it.
Yeah, I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken to you.
Yeah.
And I had this feeling that it might split the audience. Not that it makes a blind bit of difference, because even if I had nobody in, I'd still be doing this. The only difference is I'd end up talking to myself. I'm talking to you and Mellows. I might as well be sometimes.
I was about to say, fucking house, nothing new, is it?
Yeah. But I've got the chat to keep me company. It moves every now and again.
Is my mic all crackly again?
It's a bit crackly, but
yeah,
just unplug it and plug it back in. It's probably bad earth.
I'll come in on my computer.
Okay, you come in on your computer.
Computer.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to show again Wandering Hippie at his best.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my motors from his lab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. There was a graveyard smash. It cut on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle's east to my master's bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from our humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It cut on in a flash.
Well, Anne-Marie, if you wanted intelligent conversation, you should really come on up, hit the link, and say your piece, because I totally disagree with everything that you're saying there. You know, because you do have people with intelligent conversation on here. If you're not careful, I'll let Mellows loose.
Just not today. Just not today.
Just not today. Oh, okay.
Somewhere we've got some.
Uh,
We've got some intelligent fellows somewhere.
I hope fucking the wandering hippie hasn't given up his day job.
He did that 2 years ago, right? And I've got to say, it is the best version of the Monster Mash I've heard in years. It's not as good as the original, but it's not even the singing. I think it's the expression and the dressing up he's got on his face. You know,
He looked like he enjoyed it far too much.
he did. He did enjoy it. I mean,
Big
he
up.
did it in one take and loved it and saved it.
Big up the hippie. The Monster Mash.
Hippie will be back. So Anne-Marie thought it was funny. Okay. Mhm. All right, fair enough.
Just a question for Bear and Anne-Marie and Big G, if he's still here. How far did you get down that rabbit hole last night before you all fell asleep?
Nah, far.
There's a link, Anne-Marie.
I
just for you.
won't lie. I pretty much see it all, but I knew they'd fell asleep. I was sorting little ones out and that. I was nodding off, I'm not going to lie, but I did watch it all. All about, like, and I can tell you the whole thing. From the nose pointing that was coming through the side, yeah?
Pinocchio's nose. Yeah.
Yeah. Pinocchio's
So,
nose.
have I given you some?
Helicopter.
Do you have the same feeling about it? This subject? Did it change your mind at all?
Listen, I don't know about that kind of shit. Somebody who claims to be a video or whatever does. He's telling me. However,
That sounds a little different to yesterday.
hang on. No. What I can tell you is I also know Americans myself. In real life, that I have spoke to, that were there that day and say that they see a fucking plane go into the building. Now,
I know. I've spoken to a lot of people.
they were there. They said they see it. Like, for me, on the basis of that, I'm going to turn around and say, leave that person.
Yeah.
But I would say that from what I watched last night is also dodgy, yeah. In fact, on the basis of what I watched last night, it would say that it didn't happen. But I'm not going to stand there and tell somebody, an American from New York, who may have lost family and friends and stuff, yeah, who claims to have
It's a really
seen
good
it.
argument, though.
Yeah.
Was you
That would be respectful for me to do.
Yeah.
Guys,
it was a really good
before
argument,
you
though.
get
Was
into
you
this,
expecting that argument?
I got
Pardon?
before you get into this, can I just say that, and I'd like to apologise for the rerun, Mr. Beckett. You bailed before that happened, for the rabbit hole opened up, and Anne-Marie is saying that you had a lucky escape.
No, it was a good
Well, now
video,
I've got-
man. It was a well interesting video. It was one of the best I've watched on the Twin Towers in a long time.
But what I will say is that you will get a summary of the discussion. Don't forget, guys, I wasn't there either.
It was a really good video, I thought.
Right, so Mello's played
Yeah.
a video, or you played a
Yeah.
video.
I got loads of
whichever.
There are certain things that, like, you can't deny, like when the plane goes in the building. And like the fact that there's no like impact hole. There isn't until afterwards. Like a good little while afterwards, after
Yeah.
you know.
Well, there was in the original video. if you looked at the original video, there was some CGI hole put in there, and then when the cameras got a better look, the holes miraculously healed. So there was an overlaid Photoshop editing going on.
Yeah, there was a few things.
Yeah,
like
it's just why, it's just all crazy,
Like even the bit where a plane, even going at that speed and stuff, yeah, going into steel would somehow not necessarily send that plane off its course. However, I do believe it would maybe bend slightly. That it goes through that building too clean, far too clean.
Listen, right?
Well,
And there's no explosion
right.
until
The planes
it's
are not that
really
strong.
swallowed by
Those
the
steel
building.
girders, it would just bounce off.
They're
Yeah,
not
it would have just
bounced
bounced off
off.
the
I
side of it.
definitely
Those
feel like
steel
it would
girders.
be a bit more of a rough impact than what you see.
Okay, can I just try and clear this
Look,
up?
have you ever seen a car?
Hello, it's me. My name above the door. When I start speaking, guess what?
I'm going to remember that next time.
I think there's a
Yeah,
delay.
Remember that. The next time he comes in and he starts piping up, remember to tell him it's not his name above the door, all right?
Yeah, but I'll change it for a comment. Anyway, what I was about to say was, out of everything which you can argue till the cows come home, what actually caused it, right? The Twin Towers going down. What you cannot deny is the size of the buildings collapsing and the death toll it's left behind. So to me, whatever caused it may never be known. The official line was that 2 planes went in, right? That's the official line. Out of which the biggest demolition job was done on 2. Well, at the time, they were the
3
tallest buildings in the world. Well, yes, but the third one wasn't as tall as the Twin Towers. And if all they
it
wanted
just
to do was to
it fell on
clear
its
that
own.
land,
It just decided to. Oh shit!
yeah, but if they want to, if for argument's sake, the land which is there now has been sold to a private company or whatever, all right, and they're making money or dictating to people what they can and cannot film around there, because I've seen a few people who have tried to film Ground Zero when they go past and show their respects, and they've been told you can't film because it's private land. I was under the impression it was public land. I could be wrong. As I say, somebody may have bought it.
Before that day, right?
Yeah.
Before that day, people could go out and take video and pictures all day long in the street, and no one would even blink. After that day, the moment you pull out a camera, you must be a terrorist. You must be doing something nefarious.
There's a lot of
That's
things
what
within
9/11 gave us. That paranoia.
Be a genius if you just sit back, take things in that you wouldn't have done on that day. It's quite obvious, man, that day was fishy as fuck. Everything about it, from that video we watched last night to all the other videos I've seen and evidence, it's fucking not even like
That's nothing, man.
it's quite blatant.
I've got loads more
like
that, man. Honestly.
I wasn't aware that you could shoot a banana through a tree with enough speed.
Meanwhile, all these
splat.
videos are like acid. Right?
Acid?
You won't find them cheap. They're like acid, toxic.
Well, you're never going to find anything decent on YouTube. It's always going to be somewhere else. And there's a lot of there are quite a few videos or documentaries regarding the Twin Towers, and there's also one regarding the invisible plane, or
Really good ones.
or was it a missile? I'm not too sure. That was supposed to have ripped into the Pentagon. Now, in all the footage that I saw,
The Pentagon.
on the
Yeah.
day.
And it disappeared.
Right.
Not even a trace of it.
By the time the news crews got there, it had all been removed, all the wreckage, and they'd rebuilt where it went in as well. So, yeah, I mean, this invisible plane did a fantastic invisible job. You know, but I could be
You know,
wrong.
one of the saddest, one of the very saddest things they did that after that day was they wouldn't allow any investigators in. They wouldn't allow anybody there. They just literally scooped up the whole mess, the whole pile of rubble and steel, including all the dead bodies, and they just stuck it on in a container and sent it all to China.
Yeah,
Right? That was one of the saddest, most sickest, most criminal things that they ever did. Right, and you can't even talk about that shit on it. I don't even know why I'm saying it.
no, oh well, I understand why you're saying it. It's a risky subject. That's all I'll say. But anyway, for a Saturday afternoon, doing a short live, trying to get some people entertained over here in the UK before the football matches start. I thought I'd run a live leading up to it, half an hour to kick off over here. Now, when I say football matches, I'm talking about real football, not American football. I don't know who's playing, and I really don't care.
Where we actually use our foot to play football, you know.
Yeah, and we don't dress up like pansies with with big shields on. Even our rugby players don't do that, and they play proper. Mind you, saying that it wouldn't be allowed over there; it'd be classed as a riot on the field.
Anne-Marie, we said football. Don't know what that is.
Oh, football's already started. Liverpool 2-0. Don't know who to play.
No, we said proper football.
I'm trying to think of a team in the Premiership. Oh yeah, Manchester City.
American football.
That's not proper football. Don't start.
Hey, you're going to confuse all the Americans.
That's not difficult.
They confuse. No. They confuse themselves by calling another sport football. That ain't our problem.
Yeah, and they talk about football as being soccer.
Soccer. Let's play some soccer, man.
I don't get it. But apparently, the Americans do play our type of football. They're just not very good at it.
Nah, the Americans have got a good football team these days. Like their international team is actually quite good.
Do they still pick the ball up with their hands?
And it's not oval shaped, and they don't have a team for every play there is. They have a team for attack, a team for defence. But I still don't quite get, and it's the same in rugby, where the goalkeeper stands.
A lot of handball.
I mean, can you imagine?
A lot of ball handling going on, yeah.
Can you imagine the goalkeeper's balancing on that bridge, across the H's there? Blackwatch, but Grim, we've all noticed those curly-toed slippers you make all panel, guess where? Okay. If you think that there is such a fetish, then that's between you and your brain.
Do you know another one that gets me about the Americans? Yeah, they'll play sports that are like really only relevant in their country, and then they'll like have a world champion in that sport, but it's only played in America. So how can it be a fucking world champion?
They call crisps chips and chips fries.
Well, McDonald's is where the fries are, but chips they call homemade fries.
Do they?
Yeah, but we would call chips.
Yeah.
They call homemade fries. I found that out by
Fish and
accident.
chips, isn't it? Not
Aluminum.
fish and crisps.
Aluminum.
Yes, instead of aluminium, but it's spelled the same way.
Aluminum, yeah. Nick had absolutely no idea what you were talking about. Aluminum. Aluminium. What? Aluminium. What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, they've not changed plastic.
Aluminum. Oh.
But you call fries French fries. That's a good point, that is. Why do we do that? I hate the French. I mean, don't hate them, but...
Well, I don't call them French.
I think that's because that's where they invented them.
So
It's like pizzas were invented in Italy, fries were invented in France.
Well, the Americans probably think that, on April the 1st, there's usually a spaghetti shortage due to the spaghetti seeds not flowering on the trees.
Americans think we're weird, man, because we eat beans.
Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that a pizza was it's an American thing though, isn't it? Not an Italian thing.
Italiano.
It is Italian.
It's Italian, but it's more American Italian sort of.
Italiano.
It's not really an Italian. I suppose it is,
It is.
What it is today
is.
with all that stuff, crust, cheese, and all that shit.
Okay, you really want to tell you what I really think? Mr. Sasquatch, I think you're as white as the driven snow. And the dog hasn't pissed on you.
You think you're as white as yellow snow?
No, I didn't say that. I did say. But UKT, how you doing? You've got time? Oh, right, okay. Well, if you've got time, anybody who wants it, there's the link. No security today because we're leaving the front up. But for a different reason. There at the late night.
You could dance naked in front of the camera right now.
Yeah. There had a late night last night, so whether or not he's able to perform security tasks is something that I don't want to go to.
I didn't go to bed late last night.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. I went to bed about fucking 2 o'clock or something.
Oh, hey up.
Hey, look, here's Sleeping Beauty.
Big G, if you want to come up, mate, by all means do so. Just put the link in, same with Snowy, if you want to come up.
Yeah,
and Marie, it would be great if you could come up. UKT, Outlaw, anybody. It's an open season on the panel. Yeah.
It's an open season, but you just shut down our last conversation, man.
I don't shut down anything.
Just stumbling bastard toe.
Oh, it's hurt his brain again. Yeah, you get yourself some coffee and breakfast, etc. No problem. You can listen in or choose not to. It's nice to see you there. Thanks for dropping by. Why, Anne-Marie, why aren't you doing panels these days? Not seen you do a live for a long time. I think we'll try this again on another night, with music in the background. Fills in those awkward silent moments.
I can't even hear the music.
Can't you?
There's music.
Yeah, can't you hear? Nobody else hear it? Oh, I am surprised.
No music.
Maybe no music.
Well, I'm not. You've got super hearing over there.
I know,
now.
You can hear that.
Just about. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Right, let me explain. Because there's no sound control.
It's the Neuralink.
It's going straight straight into my hearing aid, so it's difficult. A Sasquatch with curly-toed slippers. It's just wrong.
Big G's taking a shit. Hopefully the music is relaxing him.
Well, don't lose too much, mate, because mind you, by the time you get up here, you'll be spouting a lot more.
Yeah, come on, Big G. Push, mate. You can do it.
By the time he gets to the end of the sports page, which is only one page long, he might actually get out there. The music was better when it was lower. You know, you guys can't, you know.
I know, JD. No, BBA, he'll turn it up now.
It's their fault, not mine. There you go. Is that better?
Don't think they appreciated your music, mate.
Well, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You know,
Bastards.
I don't mind criticism when it's given in such an indirect way. Exactly, Anne-Marie. That's why we didn't tell him.
Oh, what?
But you heard hippie, okay? Strange.
Come on, Everton, man. Come on, Everton. You can do it.
Why are they playing?
The wrong side of Liverpool.
Okay, right. Hang on a second. I'm going to add UK first. It doesn't matter if you leave your camera on or off because no one's going to see it anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and we've got the cheeky one who's just been put backstage, now put back in.
Hi.
Aye.
Hi, Jay.
How are you doing, Gramps?
I'm doing all right, considering my age. Thank you very much.
So, Big G, can you answer the question that Mello's asked? How much of that video did you see last night?
About 7 minutes.
Nice.
It was a long video, wasn't
Fucking hell, it was, man. Jesus.
it?
I'm sure it was interesting, though, Mellows.
It was a good video.
Okay, let me just clarify something, right? Englishmen don't call themselves Brits, right? Because we're actually all British, regardless.
I'm English, not British.
You know, we each have our own identities. Chips for Chris.
I'm Asgardian.
And
Yeah,
sausages, bangers, and well, I'm trying to figure this one out. We call chips because chips are made from potato and are not crisp. Crisps are something that come out of Walker's factories. Sausages come out of the police sties and they drive old bangers. And if you're not sure what I meant by that, tough, not my problem. And yes, we have King Charles III on the throne. AJM, English BBS is correct, not British.
English, not British, man.
You couldn't pick any more words with the letter S in then, Gramps. Yeah, you was whistling like a right good one.
I'm so glad you heard. The reverb on this is pretty good on this new system that I've got. Charles may be king by name, but he's not the people's king. I don't think we have a people's king.
Yeah. End of the day, we're English, aren't we? Because we don't want to be grouped with Scots
and Irish are British.
Yeah, that's
English.
right. They're British.
They're part of the British Isles. or Great Britain. I keep forgetting because I say I'm from the UK and I keep forgetting Northern Ireland. So apologies to anyone from Northern Ireland who listens in to any of the American chat shows I go on.
And if you are going to call it Britain, can you just call it Britain, not Great Britain? Because there's not anything fucking great about
Great
Britain.
about us, yeah. And mac and cheese mash. Macaroni and cheese smash. Okay.
I've got an urge for macaroni and cheese now.
The Irish are not British, for fuck's sake. Yes, they are. Northern Ireland are.
Let's put it this way: Ireland is our sidecar to the motorbike. Wearing jam.
There
It's got to be another lot around this.
But it's the union that's got along with each other for decades.
And everybody in Wales is called Tom. Why?
Yeah, their surname's Jones.
Allegedly. They're more likely to be called Taps. Yes, Northern Ireland, but not the Irish. That doesn't make sense. Because if you're from Northern Ireland, it's Irish.
I got that one. Yeah, I got that one.
So
It's funny.
Sheffield United are going to batter Man United later on this evening, I heard.
Hey, fuck.
Well,
You don't know.
what time's the kickoff?
8 o'clock their game.
Right, is it Sheffield?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll explain why I saw these brave United supporters walking around with their heads down in their scarves.
In Sheffield.
They were going to Sheffield, obviously.
Sheffield's a shithole.
I personally,
Sheffield is a shithole. There's a fucking shithole up there, man. You got any floods near you? Anyone got any floods near them?
Always floods here.
Floods down here.
We'll turn the fucking tap off.
Any floods? Did it flood out then? Did it flood in Gateway?
Huh?
Oh, Blackwatch, I like that one.
Hey, were you talking to us there, Mellows, or yourself?
Sometimes you can never tell.
Yeah, someone I know who's lives in near
Ah.
Apparently, we need to
No floods down here,
man. With women.
I wouldn't say we got floods round here, but I've seen a couple of immigrant boats going past, and I'm on the second floor.
So is that where the Titanic raised itself again? Floods in sunlight.
Yeah, all immigrants have already got the fucking dinghies ready, haven't they, for this weather?
Arsenal versus Chelsea. Looking crap. Chelsea versus Brighton. Well, yeah, that's a possible decent game.
Gee.
Go on, Outlaw.
Anne-Marie, have you got to come back? Sorry. Okay, all right. Stop it. I am sort of awake.
Anne-Marie's
You're not taking up DJing, are you, Anne-Marie?
Any reason for the comment?
Yeah, Big G, how far did you get down that rabbit hole last night before you fell asleep?
Big G answered.
About 7 minutes, mate.
7 minutes and it was out.
So what Outlaw's actually saying was that the women had wet knickers as they were in the floods.
Yeah.
7 minutes into, you did really well then. into there watching that particular movie. I'm sure it's the one I've seen before because Mellows just showed that particular one on a regular basis. As I say, the video footage of the invisible plane that went into the Pentagon and the invisible damage that was caused was absolutely riveting.
Oh no, I didn't get to those. I didn't show him those ones. I got more
Oh,
videos with the I got a good dozen videos.
Yeah, he's got
different-
them a lot.
Different
Hey.
thing.
There's your answer, Big G.
I'll spin my own tunes.
Have you heard Anne-Marie sing? Well, that's a polite way of putting it. Snoring, I mean. Go on anyway.
The last guy that heard Anne-Marie sing has not been able to hear since.
What?
Poor fucker.
What?
I said the last person that heard Anne-Marie sing
What?
and
What? Hello?
that was shit. That was real shit.
What?
Remote viewing. Let's not go there.
Okay. No, well,
Who mentioned singing? Anne-Marie.
exactly,
You
Anne-Marie.
filthy girl. Filth. Pure filth.
Remote viewing goes back to, was it the 50s, 60s, CIA experimenting with it?
Oh no, UK
That's right.
Transparency knows about it as well, Big G. We're
Oh,
doomed.
for fuck's sake.
We're fucking doomed, man.
I tell you, dude. Joe, come on up and rescue us. We need somebody else up here.
Is it Joe or is it Jules?
Seriously, if you two want to have a chat, we can arrange it. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I liked how last night as well, fucking BBA fucks off for a bit and that, and, you know, just left me and Mellows. We couldn't actually do out on the fucking live at all.
Sorry, do you need me there? To give you permission to speak or something?
No,
We couldn't add anybody on. We couldn't do anything else.
BBA, can you hear it?
Can I hear it?
Can you hear it? The smallest violin in the world.
Can I hear what?
Exactly.
What?
You left them on their own.
What? What are you on about? What did you say?
You left them in charge of the house.
Right,
Well, they couldn't do anything. The only thing they could have possibly done was change their avatars.
Still can't hear you.
Oh, that's good.
MK Ultra is a night program from the UK.
I don't you love the way someone starts reading something and then suddenly it stops. I do it all the time.
I read it in my head.
Anne-Marie saying they couldn't add anyone. Glad you went. Oh, sorry, I misread that.
You
went
wouldn't
gypsy.
have gone live. She wouldn't have gone live, Grim. Don't listen to that.
Oh, I know. I was waiting for the punchline, and that was the punchline for going live.
Big G says next time you're live, he wants to see you spin your tunes.
You don't have to put the camera on yourself, just on your turntable.
He wants
To see your scratching techniques.
Catch you later, outlaw. Don't let the dogs bite you.
Yeah, let's outlaw
Or
that.
anybody else.
Big up, Outlaw. I scheduled one last night just in case.
Yeah, but you didn't turn up. You weren't live last night.
That's like me saying I'm gonna schedule a live now for 5 minutes time just in case.
Yep.
I ain't gonna go live, you know what I mean?
Anyone remember Lozenge's tunes? But tunes help you breathe more easily.
What happens? You can't get them anymore, can you?
Yes, you can. Just ask for them. Just ask the pharmacist for tunes, and they'll sing you a lullaby.
Yeah, they don't do them anymore. Tunes, remember them, man?
I don't know who's causing the interference.
Been out with it already, Black Watcher.
Who's causing the interference?
Someone's squeaking.
I've turned it off now. Thank you, Big G.
Echo, 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 echo.
Is it me?
So,
mate.
I've got a
Who's
couple of things. I've got a couple of things to mention, but I'm not sure if we're allowed to.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Maybe you should save it for another room.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, what is it? You can at least tell us what it's about.
Well, no, because that could be in breach of terms of
Well,
service.
it's about Zelensky and Syria.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, go on, Neville. Let's have it, mate.
Biscuit for a biscuit.
Well, apparently Zelensky has
Careful.
offered to attack Iran because they've got some intelligence on their weapon systems in
Allegedly.
exchange for rockets, apparently, allegedly. So he's willing. I mean, he's got. I thought he had enough to deal with Putin. He wanted to attack another country.
You're telling me Ukraine are offering to go to war with Iran?
To attack Iran for Israel, right, and the United States, if they provide them with some missile rockets, they will be willing to be the thug, you know.
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. And then yesterday, Syria was not even yesterday. It was about, I think it was yesterday. Not even less than 24 hours ago. Israel attacked Syria, dropped fucking thousands of bombs all over Syria, and no one's talking about that shit.
Well, it's a bit like the natural disasters that happened.
Where can I find that? I'm going to look at that now. Syria.
Syria under attack.
My name is Jack. Julia,
Hello, Jack.
Sorry about that. Radio was on in the background.
I thought it was you. I wasn't sure. I was thinking.
I was waiting for me to get blamed.
No. I wouldn't. I'd have worked it out that it wasn't you. Well, I did actually, to be honest. I muted you. It still carried on. So I knew it wasn't you. I was just about to mute UK, but he turned the radio off.
Well, from what I can find, they're spinning it that US troops have been under attack in Iraq and Syria by Iran.
Iranian.
Yeah, suspected Iranian-backed militants launch attacks on the fucking something air base and garrison in escalation of conflict.
It's possible, but at the end of the day, governments are going to be spinning it the way they want to. I mean, as I say, look at this thing between
US
India
troops
and Canada.
attacked in Iraq and Syria.
Yeah, US troops.
US troops attacked in Iraq. Yeah, why are US troops in Iraq and Syria? Are they not attacking the Iraqis and the Syrians by being in the country?
The reason why they're there is because they're protecting the fucking oil wells.
It's a peacekeeping force.
They're not welcome there.
Is it?
They don't want them there.
Allegedly. Israel is going to
just come into your house, take over your fridge because we want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, they've already opened up a lot of festering wounds, Blackwatch. But I mean, I've said it before, and I will say it again. To me, this is all just a deflection. What's going to happen is already pre-planned. There's nothing we can do about it.
So was World War II a deflection?
Was World War II a deflection? Was World War One a deflection? Was the Falklands all these wars, were they all a deflection then, yeah?
Part of
The Falklands
It
was
was all part of the
deflection.
grand scheme.
It was to get Thatcher re-elected, and that's what happened. Yes, it was a deflection. You know, and they needed Thatcher to do another term.
You know, every time they find themselves in hot water and they can't explain themselves, they change the subject, right? You know,
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the $4.7 trillion? Oh, we don't know. Oh, all of a sudden, oh, look over there, the Twin Towers just collapsed, right? And then, you know, and then on and on it goes, right? One is like death by 1,000 cuts. Slowly, they're distracting us, and we just nonsense. It's all nonsense, right? It's just all bullshit. Everything they say is all lies. Everything. Not one.
Yeah, World War One and World War Two were deflections. That was war, but like it changed. It changed in the fucking 80s, man, when the game started to be played. Basically, in my opinion,
Game started way before the 80s, man. You know, think
go
before
on,
the Balfour Declaration, right?
Go on, Millows. Go into detail, lad.
Before the Balfour Declaration, for those of you who don't know what the Balfour Declaration is, was basically a letter that was sent by Lord Balfour to the Rothschilds, right? Seeking the creation of a new Israel state, the Zionists. Basically, that's the birth of the Zionists. And it wasn't until after the World War II that they managed to finally create what they wanted, right? And they're doing this, and they've done this for years, man. That wasn't the first time they did it, and it won't be the last time. And it isn't the last time they did it. They're doing it again and again and again, and they're doing it right now, and you ain't even seen it. You know, what do you think this migrant crisis is all about? It's the Great Reset. It's literally in a book. This knobhead Nazi, son of a Nazi nuclear scientist, right? Named Klaus Schwab. He literally wrote a book, and I don't know if you guys haven't had a chance to read this book, because I wouldn't give him any money to read it, but I did download a PDF copy of it, and I actually one of those idiots that sat there and read that book, and it literally tells us exactly what they're going to do, right? So if you guys haven't read that book, I suggest you go and Google it.
Is this the book which is AJM's read?
It's called The Great Reset.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
they tell us what they're going to do. They print it and they advertise it and they publish it, and then they tell you, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist." Man, you motherfucker! You told me you were going to do this.
You could argue though, after World War II, most of the Nazis actually fucking fled to South America anyway. So actually, most of them were taken out of the country.
The important ones, the doctors, the scientists, they all got swallowed up by the pharmaceutical companies, the NASA. I mean, a lot of the rocket scientists went into defense systems like DARPA. You know,
yeah, but they went to Mellows. They went to either Russia or America. UK.
They even created a new town and gave all the people new names, right? So
Argentina, isn't it? That I think is it Argentina or Chile?
Not just in Argentina, but we're talking about in America and in Canada. You know, they literally created towns and changed people's names. You know, in the Nuremberg trials, only something like a dozen people were actually executed in the Nuremberg trials. Everybody else was, you know, given new identities and, you know, allowed to live their lives, right? You do know that, right? They didn't execute loads of people in the Nuremberg trial. 12 people. Look it up.
Nice to see Mellows is walking up. Go on, Mellows.
I've been asked if I can take the banner down. Why?
What banner? It's not up.
There's an overlay.
It's an overlay. It's not a banner.
There's no
No,
overlay.
that's all right. Leave the overlay there. That'd be good.
You put
That's
down
what I was going to
six-
say. If you could put the speech, the text in there or something. Well, you know, another thing I was thinking about is maybe we can get like one of those AI cartoon bots that could speak for us. You know, like a cartoon. You know, like Doodly sort of thing, cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
But real time. You know, that'd be an idea.
I think I'm missing the plot somewhere. But what the reason why the overlay is there is because this is literally open season today. Literally anybody can come up. I can tell you who's on.
Purple spliff, mate. Maybe get with the times. Wakey, pull your head up out your ass. Fast forward to where we actually are, and you'll see there is no banner.
No, he's referring to. He's referring to the overlay. He
He's
can't
got-
see
yeah.
who's on the panel.
How can he not? I can see who's on the panel.
I can only see the banner, mate.
Because you're
I mean, the overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You're,
thinking
you're,
that.
you're admin.
There ain't no banner.
You're admin, so you can see
You
everything.
can see who's on the panel, same as I can. However, individuals can't see who's on. They just know they're
Hang on,
in.
I
On
apologise.
YouTube, people
Hang
always
on,
see.
I apologise then, Purple, mate, because I can't see no overlay on the screen.
Yeah, there's an overlay. If you're looking at us from YouTube, you can see it.
Look,
an overlay.
Why can't I see it on StreamYard?
Well, I don't
Because
know.
you
Maybe
got
it's because I put it up, so I can see it. No, I didn't think that this would cause so much confusion.
Bring up another tab. Put it on mute. See.
Why is there an overlay up anyway?
I put the overlay up
see
because
that
I was
one.
playing music earlier. You didn't listen to what I was saying, right? But there you go. You see, you can see who's on the panel. Same people that were talking before. Now we've got to put security into place.
That was funny. Someone put 50p in bear there.
I'm really fucking. You're all acting fucking stupid, man, or I am, or what? I don't understand.
It's like a death scene. Oh, right. Is that what the problem is? Well, I apologise. It's the only one I've got at the moment. I mean, that's a good overlay, that.
Now I see an overlay.
People don't like looking at death because they realise that they're not immortal like me.
Now I see an overlay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Now I can't see one.
What they don't realise is that they're not looking at death. Death is looking at them.
I mean, I could put that one up, but you're already subscribed.
Now you've changed the whole shit. I'm now really confused.
Oh, I've not changed anything there.
What?
What is your problem?
So it doesn't say Bear Britain Audits in the background?
No, it doesn't.
It did. Fuck off. You lot are pulling my fucking pisser, man. You lot are pulling my pisser, man, ain't ya? Fucking bunch of
Gramps is having your life here.
There, stop being a bitch and a Karen.
What?
You heard.
Excuse me, don't talk. It's not your name above the door. Oh, sorry, Darren. Don't worry about Karen. We've got a Darren here.
You've been looking in the mirror again.
Ding ding, round two.
I only said that so I could actually speak because you were going at 10 to the dozen for no reason whatsoever.
Who was?
You was. You and Mellows.
You had a banner up when you didn't.
Oh, for crying out loud, there wasn't a banner. It was an overlay.
Oh,
Purple got it wrong And then guess what, Bear? You went with the narrative, you Karen.
Oh, there's a kidney punch by Gramps there. How's BBA going to reply to this one?
He's not, because he's going to shut up and be a good little boy.
Can you listen to your viewers, please, because you're giving people epileptic fits.
I can't see anybody having an epileptic fit.
That's because they're fucking too busy having it to type to let you know they're having it. You know what I mean? It's an epileptic fit.
Isn't that their problem? Not mine. Listen, I'll throw the washing in and put some soap powder and turn the water on out and get the washing done at the same time. You know.
I used to go out with a lass with epilepsy, you know. Fastest wank I've ever had.
There you go. Listen, I don't particularly like politically incorrect jokes and people taking a piss out of others who with disabilities.
So much for open season. You know
however,
now,
it is open season. You know, and it doesn't happen often.
Come on, Newcastle, 1-0.
You've got to give the trolls something to talk about. Notice when you have an open panel, the trolls don't come in. Oh, good. That'll make for an interesting second half. It's always good when the opposing side scores. Yeah, 1-0. Yeah. What's the Liverpool score at the moment? And UK Transparency has turned his mic off.
In fact,
he's listening to the football in the background.
Cheers, purple lad.
Liverpool
I'm here to entertain.
30 seconds.
That's one of the things I like about Big G. He comes up with some cracking one-liners occasionally. Anne-Marie, you might have said it, but I didn't hear you. I keep telling you I'm deaf. So next time you'll have to shout up.
I'm blind.
I never said anything about being blind.
She's commenting from the chat, mate. So she wouldn't. So even if you were deaf.
Oh, Jesus, crying out loud. Will somebody give him a slap?
Why, sorry, what? Hang on a minute. Why are you pulling me up? Because you're trying to
tell a joke. The joke ain't funny.
That is how you deflect.
The joke ain't funny.
There's a lesson
So
there.
let's take it out on Bear.
You're the one who's trying to be cocky and funny. You're the one who's trying to step up the station.
I don't need to try, mate.
Yeah, I know you're a trier. Very. Yeah.
Nothing.
So, anybody else wants to be insulted in any way, shape, or form, please go to the Bear Britton Show.
Yeah, come and insult me, man. Come on. Stick them up.
Pardon? Did you just beat then? Anne-Marie hates it when I go on to her lives. One reason why she's not doing them, I think. So I've been told, allegedly. Is that she hates it because usually it means I'm either going to be taking the piss or going to be taking the piss. I mean, some things never change. So maybe I do live up to the reputation of being a boring old bastard.
And there goes the tumbleweed.
Yeah, right over his head. I don't know about game, set, and match, but I would say the war. Maybe you should put me in charge of the two opposing sides and talk to them both in exactly the same way. You know? You may think you believe in God, but believe me, I am God. So therefore, do as I say. and stop arguing. It's not going to work, though, is it?
You're God.
I was. Changed my name to the
You're the fucking.
to Grim Reaper.
You're the one to blame for all the troubles in the world, are you?
No, I changed my name to the Grim Reaper because the world was going downhill quick.
Never fear, God's gift is here.
And he's muted. UK Transparency.
Yo,
He heard his name, so he unmuted. I was saying, talking of God, how are you doing, UK?
I'm all good. I'm glad somebody finally recognised me.
I didn't say which God. It could have been the God of the shitholes, you know.
Well, I am
So many-
immortal.
There's so many gods in the world. It's unbelievable. There's a God of woman.
Why every fucker's
Many-
fighting? Because they all believe there's this fucking higher power on that. Like, get a fucking grip.
There's no such thing as a higher power apart from the Rothschilds, the Illuminati.
And Alpra.
And Oprah. And Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Well, no one's actually poked the elephant in the room, so I thought I would. Anyway, Mr. Gates, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, considering.
To be fair, Bill Gates is a doll, isn't he?
You mean a doll?
Bill Gates, he's a gangster, man, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's a G.
He's a fat controller.
Nah,
He's not-
I'm
he's-
being serious. I mean, I reckon we should all inspire to be a little bit more like fucking Bill Gates.
Oh, fuck me.
Not particularly.
Imagine.
Oh,
More
there he is.
Once enough. He's done enough damage.
I've got a bite. I've got a bite.
Imagine more of him.
Yeah, it's got our best interests at heart.
I mean, he did bring you Windows. What more do you want?
Yeah, but which
He
version?
didn't even bring Windows. That's actually from Xerox. It got
He
pirated
bought-
by Apple, and then Bill Gates stole it from Steve Jobs. So
Yeah, exactly. Smart guy, man. He put his name to it.
But
like
he
it.
bought the rights to it, didn't he, off his college mates.
Xerox developed that.
Well, I was under the impression that he copyrighted the Windows and everything that is called Windows is under license to him. That's what I heard.
So
Anyway.
does he own my Windows in my house?
Yeah, so every window in the world is Bill Gates. Bill Gates owns it.
He owns the copyright to the name. Yes.
Yeah, he owns
That's
your
why
windows.
Everest don't Everest double glazing do not refer, and the others do not refer to Windows that often, because every time they use the word Windows in a promotion, they have to pay a fee because they've used the word Windows. Now you'll notice that there's no promos that I do mentions the words Windows because I'd have to pay Bill Gates a copyright fee.
For what
And
Windows?
even by saying Windows on here, I could possibly get a copyright claim
For a hitman.
because, yeah, I moved. I missed the bullet. It's all right. And for those people who think that you are being watched, paranoia doesn't solve it, but at least you're aware.
You heard about that guy that was arrested for making memes about Hillary Clinton?
You mentioned this yesterday.
Yeah, funny as fuck.
I still can't get my head around it. No, he doesn't own
He made
the
some really
word.
good ones as well.
Again, now he's just trying to instill fear into everybody else. So eventually, everybody stops saying anything against anybody else, just in case they get in trouble for it.
PK, in answer to your question, why didn't anyone stop him from registering Windows as a trademark? Because he owned the copyright, it makes it easier to get a trademark, and he paid the right people, allegedly.
I think you should copyright the word allegedly.
Why?
You say it often enough. It's your favourite word. It's like your catchphrase, isn't it? Allegedly.
Well, everything's allegedly, unless there's any proof. And even then, I would question the proof, allegedly. There's actually a reason why I say it, and that's because of terms of service. I am not responsible for anything which is said by any member of the panel.
Especially Big J.
Especially me.
I was thinking more of Mellows. And on the
People
other
don't realise this,
occasion,
but probably the most
even
dangerous man ever.
that was something which is close to terms of service. Yeah. And I'm not saying allegedly on that. I've called him out on it a few times.
It's a proven fact.
Well, that I would say would be allegedly, because nothing is factual. Even if you've shown video footage of what actually happened, it could still be deemed as not being allowed in the court, because it doesn't fit the police narrative.
Right, I'm going to have to go, chaps. I've got to go do some cleaning.
Okay, you go do your cleaning, put your pinny on,
Aye.
and we'll see you later, Florence.
Piss off. See you later on, lad.
Bye.
Big J.
Nice seeing you, Myrtle.
See you later.
He's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy when I'm awake. What?
Where the fucking hell's he gone now?
He's gone to do something. He's gone to put his pinny on.
Ah, bless him.
So, you know, he's changed his name by Depot to Florence or Myrtle. I'm not too sure which. But each to their own.
I'm thinking about. I'm bored.
Thinking
We're
and
all
there
probably there thinking.
in the same sentence.
I'm thinking about going out for a little mooch for a couple of hours with my camera. I'm not going to lie.
Go for it. Enjoy. I'm shutting this down anyway because it was only a short life. And I've still got things to do, like sort out some food for tonight, etc. There, if you're live later, I might catch you.
Yeah, I might do. I don't know, mate.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're live. And everybody else who's been in, whether it's on this side of the pond or the other side of the pond, thank you so much. Do appreciate you all having a chin wag with each other in a respectful way. Well, all but one. UK Transparency, thanks for coming up.
Okay, mate.
I just want to confirm your mute button does work.
Yes.
So anytime you actually want to take part in a conversation, you can do. I did.
Biggity up. Biggity up.
And Mellows, thank you for a riveting conversation regarding the Twin Towers. I think most people stayed awake, which is an improvement from what I can gather. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream, guys. I'll see you all again soon. Take care, and don't remember, or I should say, don't forget, 31st of October, all you women go outside knowing you're saving on makeup. Take care now. Bye.
Catch you all later. Take care.